So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence, who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets.
Oh, what a chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Boca Juniors are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Chips it through. Punched away. And smartly reclaimed. They're urging him to shoot. Mbappe. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Belletti.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Played into space. Scholes. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Jorginho is the team's great visionary. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Scholes! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Scholes. Boca Juniors looking to pass their way through. Cafu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Owen. Serginho gets a foot in here. And he's cut it out. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Jorginho is offering a right smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Point-blank header! And he's taking no chances there. And this is Schneider. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's burst through. He came in hard, very hard. Scholes. Boca Juniors finding their passes. Bastoni. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Number 21, Owen.
And we're off again.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That's beautifully weighted. It's Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Beckham. Milan are still that goal to the good. Beckham.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been
Oh,
handcuffed.
super find. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Adams. Almost an hour gone. Look at the Pele! Beckham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pele. Cafu. An instinctive... Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Throw in. And it's Jorginho. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he thumps it clear. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Azar. And it's Beckham. Raul. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Pele. And that has left him in a heap. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's come to nothing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Jorginho. For Rice. Now this could be a chance. Brilliantly cut out. Conte. Rummenigge. And he skips past his man.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cafu.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And this is Owen. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Has a look and plays it forward. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Costa Curta. And he's hit it long.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Owen. Jorginho. Owen. Bellingham. Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. Rummenigge. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well,
and that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Milan, number 2, Cafu. Number 41.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
On the field,
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going...
And Owen! They want to be quick to recover this. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
60 minutes played. And this is Ronaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Conte. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Jorginho.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Bellingham! 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 And that would have won it.
Bellingham has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And he was quick to react.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Rummenigge. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A real chance and a real let-off. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Owen, number 17, Mbappe, number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's tidy. Crosses it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Rijkaard. West Ham are looking to go forward now. Oh, super find. And he's away. Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Batistuta clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
He gets big. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Sneijder. Nicked it back promptly. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Owen. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to play it through. Stones. And he's there to retrieve it. And he shoots! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan are now lucky. He's had a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
3-0, and things are starting to look awful. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper...
There's the whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. It's a good run down the right. Tries from a long way out. Jorginho. And it's Sneijder. Gets a good foot in there. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. Sneijder. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Sneijder. And here's Drogba. Now it's Batistuta. De Jong, who's set up one goal so far. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. Jorginho has a look and plays it forward. Quality ball. And that is expertly dealt with. De Jong.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Jorginho. There's a no-nonsense tackle. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Drogba. Look at the space here. It's a loose ball. That's really good defending. Some resolute defending there. De Jong plays a sharp little ball here. De Jong. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, the moans and groans from this...
He's having a hit! Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Jordi Alba. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Here's a chance! Oh, he really got hold of that. Jorginho is always looking to break lines.
There will be one
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that will be it. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Cafu knocks it into space. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Matheus Cunha deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Milan still without a single shot on target. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mbappe, he shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Milan looking to pass their way through. That has been slung wide. It's played through for him. David Villa. Cafu. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Messi.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
Quality ball. And he was quick to react. Now it's Villa. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Nicely weighted ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's a promising position. Matheus Cunha. Cannavaro robs him of possession. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi, actually...
There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Rijkaard.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
On the field, number 13, Ruben Neves. Erling Haaland. Number 7.
He's only too happy to take that back.
Rodrigo.
And this is Pele! Ruben Neves, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half. Can he finish? It's there!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Al Nassr have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitution in progress.
Al Nassr are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Abbiati with the clearance. Milan have it back and can go again. Now it's Haaland. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Dink through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Raul. David Villa puts his foot on the gas.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Haaland. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's had it nicked away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Bale couldn't squeeze it through. Could move up a gear here. Mbappe. Jorginho. And it's Rijkaard. Van Dijk. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Schneider takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has a shot! And that has been cleared. Bale. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Raul. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance for a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Out towards the flank. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk gets it away. Beckham. Oh, a delicate chip through. Batistuta. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that has not gone well. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he welcomes it in. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Santos have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Son Heung-min. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Son Heung-min. Coming on the field.
There's the
is
start of the second half.
number 18, David
Both
Villa.
sides defensively robust up to now. And the shot! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first moment of real significance.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Azar. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Mbappe. Now it's Schneider. Now what about this cross? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Haaland. And the counter is on. Always onto this. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now he's got space here. Showing great feet there. That is a brilliant interception. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for Milan, number 10, Schneider.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
David Villa. Coming on the field, number 41.
That's a lovely, neat pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Azar. And it's Azar. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Knocks it out wide. Cafu! Oh, it's played into the big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a mighty effort! Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Defending of the desperate variety.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Adams. And that is that. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, And there is very little room for argument.
From today's match is now on sale.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard. And it's Sneijder. He can run onto that. Oh, good take in a good area. Skims one in. He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Foden, Scholes. Oh, this looks sharp. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Owen. Looking to play him in. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Beckham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cafu. Now it's Owen. Jorginho. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Foden.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Owen.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go once more.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Jorginho. Scholes. And it's Lewandowski. Not the most accurate pass. It's Scholes! Oh, it's hit the post! Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. Owen gets flagged offside. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And back to the keeper they go. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saliba, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Nepal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Now it's Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. Lewandowski in the hunt and looking threatening. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Nepal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, no joy this time. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great ball if he can get there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Brzezinski. Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just...